Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. Like always, please subscribe, comment, and like the video. Definitely helps out the channel. If you guys want to join the Patreon to be grandfathered in, like I said before, please join the Patreon. It's definitely gonna be soon where I open up my website and then drop everything, all my trading videos from the Patreon, and it's going to be more of a support page where I do a lot of extra stuff and everything. Still a lot of really cool stuff on there, but as far as the how-to videos for how to trading and all that stuff, that's going to be moved on to my own platform. Everybody who's currently who's currently enrolled in my Patreon or is in the chat, they will be grandfathered in, right? Everybody already has access to that. They will be grandfathered in to the new website. I'll figure out a way. I'll see if I can figure out a way to give everybody access that currently has a Patreon to all the trading videos and everything. If not, I'll probably just run like a secret sale of $0 for like the people that are currently enrolled. But yeah, if you want to be grandfathered in, it's $10 right now. I think it's extremely low compared to what I'm eventually going to be selling or what I'm going to be running my course for, my trading strategies, which is going to be $750 or north of that probably. Because I feel like I've been really underselling myself for the last 2 years, right? So thank you to the people that have been supporting me for the last 2 years, 3 years that I've been doing YouTube and all this stuff. It's been fantastic. It's been awesome. Met so many great people. But yeah, just letting you guys know. With that being said, I do think as of right now, one of two things. I do think there is a possibility that we drop or continue dropping to back to like the 409, 410 level right now. The only reason why I wouldn't think that, you do have a small trend here on SPX and you have it bouncing between 415-ish and 405. So really, there's only two things that's going to happen, right? You're either going to come down to 415 here, not break this, and then shoot up to 430, or you're going to come down and break this, come down to 405, right? After this 8-hour closes, I'm almost positive that you're actually going to come back down to like 409, 410. I think you're going to come down to this level. If this breaks, you're going down to 405, possibly this week before earnings, right? And then next week is earnings for banks, where all the earnings actually start. So that's when everything's going to start to come in. I don't know how this earnings is going to go. I think it might be an earnings crush. I think a lot of earnings are going to come in really bad, or possibly, or maybe not even as bad as everybody thinks, right? I have absolutely no idea. I haven't really been keeping track of earnings. But as far as TA and as far as what we can possibly see today or sometime later this week, I think we might actually come down. I think in an hour and 10 minutes, when this 8-hour closes on us, when it closes bearish, right? This is what I consider a perfect entry on the bear side. And again, you've been so overly extended to the upside, right? And I don't usually use this term a lot. And like right now, I think we're extremely overbought, right? I think we're extremely overbought. I think what is it called? I think the stochastic, or I think the market has been just on a crazy heavy buy session, and we've essentially just been stuck up here since March 31st. So really, you've been trading sideways for half a month, right? Between like a 409, 410. It's really just this whole area that you've been trading sideways for. And if you actually want to run this, you can actually do, right? This is actually what you've been running. There you go. So let's go back to down to 8. This is really your general area, right? So the crazy part is you actually did break. Let's see if I can grab this. There you go. So the really crazy part is, let me see, should that actually be a little bit higher? Like right there. So the crazy part is you actually did break this whole range here, right? That's the pretty intense part. You actually did break, and what looks like to me is you're actually retesting the high side, right? So you broke here, broke again, and you're retesting the top of range. So I don't know, man. It's funky. I think we could go all the way back down here to 409. I'm personally shorting this right now. I'm actually short here, and I'm looking for a 409 sometime, maybe today, tomorrow, Wednesday, whatever, unless there's like some crazy news. But generally what would happen here is if you break this range out like this, this is essentially a retest here, right? You essentially broke out, you're retesting down here, this is kind of or not even, this would even be a really good position to actually long here to 430, right? Because that's just market structure. You broke range, came back down to retest, and now the next stop would be 430. So we'll see how this 1 hour plays out. This 8 hour, sorry. If this 8 hour trigger closes and you just trade sideways, I'm gonna long this whole thing up to 430, right? If you actually come down to 409, I'll probably take my profit here, take another long to the upside, and then unless this breaks to the downside, then I'll go back in shorts after this retest. But as of right now, it does look like you might actually see that 409, 410 level today. In about an hour or so would be the start of it when this candle actually closes, because I want to see what the movement is like. So by like 6 in the morning, this thing's probably gonna close, right? Yeah, I think there's a really good chance that we see 409 sometime within the next couple of days. But I don't know. It's really funky because you broke out of this range, and this would also be a really good long up to 430 right now, which is kind of ridiculous to say the least. So I'll see you guys later. I'm currently short. It's not breaking. I mean, you did break range, but you haven't really broken out of this resistance at 4148. So relatively like 415. You can actually move this up to like 415 or so, like right there. Which you could do right now, right? Just move resistance to like right there, right? So you keep rejecting off that resistance, but you're on top of range. So we'll see what happens. You really can do anything. Right now it's essentially, and then, eventually you're going to hit either support or resistance, right? So from here, you're either going to shoot up to 430 or you're going to come right back down to 405. Like I said, I'm short. I think we're going back to 409 in the next couple of days, but we'll see what happens. See you guys later. Bye-bye.